Hey there everyone, Dr. Beth Westy here, and I am coming to you live tonight to talk about the top 3 worst things that you can do right after the holidays. This is a time where people are really busy, right? I totally get it. Super busy time of year. You're not quite ready to jump into that New Year's resolution yet. And some of you may have like, oh my gosh, I can totally start, or I got started today, or I did one of my workouts today for my New Year's resolution. Yay! Which is all great, right? That's all great. But the super tough thing is when you're trying all these things, you're like, I'm going to get an early start, I'm going to do this, and you actually are working against yourself, right? I know we have done that before, right? We've all done this before, right? So the worst things you can do after the holidays are these top 3 things here that I picked out. These are things that I really help women. Now we are really gearing up, getting ready for 2020, new year, new decade, all this really great stuff. I do have a few spots left still in the 12-week challenge. So I'll put a link here where you can, boom, schedule your free call just to learn more about how to eat for your hormones, how to really understand your body and really get your metabolism to actually work versus just trying to cheat the system to lose a few pounds really quickly but not get any long-term result. Most of the time when you do something like this, and these 3 mistakes here are things like, oh, I'm gonna just lose 5 pounds or 10 pounds really quickly, like as fast as possible. That means that in March you're gonna be way worse off. Whereas the women that I work with that are in this 12-week challenge, in March, they're seeing results that they haven't seen in years. In March, they're seeing things shift and change in their body that they didn't even expect. So sometimes it takes a little bit longer. Sometimes it can be a little bit tougher to really get and see a different result. But this is a path that you get to pick right now. This is why I'm talking about this, because you get to be the one to choose the path you go down and what type of results you're having, not just for January, but for March, for the rest of the year. So worst things after the holidays, the first thing is to cut calories, right? We all ate more cookies than we wanted to. It always happens. We all ate something that we thought, I was only gonna have 1 serving of that, and you had more than 1. We all had an extra glass of wine. Yes, where you're like, I'll just have 1 glass, maybe 1.5, and then someone shows up with this delicious, and you're like, yes, I'll try some. Twist my arm, I'll have some of what you're having. You're pouring? Okay. So it just seems a bit excessive. Somebody makes a special treat for you. Oh, you made a special treat for me. I will try it. Thank you. Yes. Oh my gosh. So then all of a sudden, the day after Christmas, you're like, I have so much guilt. I feel terrible. And now you're thinking, I have these other holiday things. I'm meeting up with these people this weekend. I'm still having another Christmas over here. We're doing this work party thing over there. And it's not even New Year's yet. Oh my gosh. So it's logical, of course, that you would just cut calories right away. I'm just not going to eat as much. Well, that's actually going to cause your metabolism to tank. Just nosedive. Because if all of a sudden you cut off all the calories you're eating, you're getting a surge at sometimes of a ton of calorie, not necessarily high quality nutrient, and a lot of sugars, things like that. And then all of a sudden other times you're not getting enough nutrient in general. Your body's blood sugar is going to go all over the place, which is going to crash your metabolism, make you have worse cravings from this. It can disrupt your sleep. It can add to your stress of your system. Yeah. Gut health. Oh, please. I'm going to do a video tomorrow on how to help reset your gut around the holidays here. Some things to add in, right? It's not going to be like a full gut reset thing, but it's just some things to help. Yeah. Because it's going to be a really tough time of year for your gut. Yeah. Yeah. If you know what I mean. You eat different foods at different people's places and all the stuff, and your gut's like, what is this? I don't know if I like it. That's your gut talking. Anyway. All right, so stop cutting calories, stop doing all that stuff. What you should do instead is protein paste. What you should do instead is get all the nutrients you need, right? Fuel your body properly every day of the week. And then if there is a day, right, that you have a holiday event or party or something, and you're like, okay, I'm going to have this little extra treat or something here, it's not the end of the world. Just because you have like an extra cookie or something or a glass of wine or two doesn't mean that you need to take the calories away from the protein and other things that you should be eating. I mean, if you're trying to like add it up, you're like, oh, of course, that makes sense. Nope, your body doesn't get that protein then. Your body doesn't get those healthy fats then. And that's what helps build your metabolism, repair your muscle tissue, and move your metabolism forward in terms of burning off that extra, the extra sweets that you had. So it seems logical, and I feel like we've all been taught this at some point in our life that we should cut those calories out, but it actually doesn't make sense. So what you should do is continue to protein pace, and then if you're going to have something extra, it's just extra. It's just extra on top of it, whatever. Okay, enough on that rant, right? Wait until January 1st. Oh my gosh, please don't wait until January 1st. That's one of the worst things ever that you could do. I mean, so many times people are like, well, I could get started now, but I'll just wait. Let me just get it all in now, right? It's like a bear before hibernation, right? I'm going to eat all the things. I'm not going on my diet till January 1. Huh, whatever. Please don't wreck your system before you start, right? I mean, athletes train all the time to stay in good condition all the time, right? They're not just like, oh, I don't have to start training till next week for this. Whatever. No, don't wait on it. So many people are like, who cares? I'll start my diet later. Yeah. Pace yourself here. Pace yourself with protein. Pace yourself with the treats. I'm not saying don't have them. I'm just saying, happy medium here, right? If you wreck your system now, when you try and start, you're going to crash and burn hardcore in January. That's why a lot of people have a hard time in January. I'll be talking more about this in other videos too, about why people in January have such a hard time getting started and staying on track. It's because you didn't prime your system for it. So we'll be talking about priming your system, getting your system ready. The gals that I've already started in the 12-week challenge, I already started them on a protocol. They're priming their systems right now. So that when we start in January, really start with that meal guide, their bodies are totally ready to go to make this shift, and they're going to see amazing things happen. So again, in the comments, there's that link where you can click, get your free call for that. But that's one of the biggest mistakes people make. I see it all the time. Crashing and burning because you're not priming your body. Last one is over-exercising. Punishing yourself because you had that extra glass of wine or you had that extra cookie and you're like, oh my God, I'll just go to the gym and I'll stay here for an hour and a half, 2 hours. No. Again, do your regular things all the time. Get your good nutrients in, get your greens in, get your proteins, get your healthy fats, get your water in, get your hydration in, your electrolytes, all of that. And then get the exercise your system needs. If you're over exercising and it's a busy time of year, it's stressful anyway, you don't need to add that onto your system too. That's not going to give you the right result long term either. You can't outrun your fork. So if you're doing this thing where you're pretending to be a bear, just stop it. And then, because you can't just go to the gym and work it all off overnight. That's also not how the body works. That's not how physiology works here. So, okay. So that's what I got for you guys today. Again, if you have any other questions or you need any other resources, please let me know. I do have that free call there for you guys because it is an amazing, amazing program, the 12-week challenge, where I get to work with you more. There's a meal guide, a grocery list, all of these things, but then moreover that I get to work with you and really help guide and shift supplements you're taking, the nutrition that you're having, the exercise program, the stress that you're under, to help your system work better so you get to keep better results long term. I also have my YouTube channel, which is Dr. Beth Westy. You can subscribe to that to stay updated on all the videos I have coming out. My podcast is The Female Health Solution. And then books are The Female Fat Solution. This is on Amazon. And The Female Menopause Solution, also on Amazon. Other great resources for you there. I've got a lot of really, really fun stuff coming up here in the next month or two. Some of it I can't talk about yet. But it will all be released very, very soon. But I'm really, really excited about a lot of it. Clearly, because I just can't even help mentioning it. So please subscribe, please stay updated because you're not going to want to miss out on some of these great things happening. Yes, but if you do need help with anything, please don't hesitate to send me a message or an email or whatever, because I'm here for you to be a resource for whatever you need. That being said, that call is also the fastest way to get help as well. All right, I will see you guys later. Have a great rest of your night.